Let me tell you something. I hate to be the person. Let me quit. I'm lying. I'm gonna stop right there because I'm lying. I'm lying. I was getting ready to say I hate to be to tell the person to say I told you so, but I did tell you so, and I don't really hate to be the person. I told y'all that it wasn't gonna be long before that rock did something to make everybody say, "What you say, who?" Baby, let's get into Basketball Wives, Chow and Rock. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Listen, I told y'all. I did. I told y'all that Rock was going to do something that was going to make everybody look like, who is this? And what the heck? What is really going on? But it wasn't even his fault. I mean, he just he a bitch. That's just who he is. That's who he is. He really is consumed with bitch assness. That's just who he is. Okay? And I knew it wasn't going to be long before it came out, but it was Jackie. Jackie, oh, Jackie, you were doing good. But Jackie, you ain't nothing but a crap starter. You a pot stirrer. And you are meddlesome and you messy as hell. And you got a bunch of mess started. And then to get yourself out of it, you threw Rock under the bus. Yes, you did. You threw all the mess right in his lap. And I'm getting ready to explain to you all how she did it. Oh, Jackie Christie. I knew you couldn't be nice for too long. First things first, Brooke and Jen. Brooke and Jen have basically, they've kind of, they got a little friendship going. Okay, them two. And here, Jelani was brought into the fold by Brooke. He's Brooke's friend. So, yeah, it's cool. Everything's cool. And that's that. Everything's fine. We also had a little scene where Brooks actually have made good friends with Brandy. Brandy and Brooke have actually kind of, bonded on a level as well. And Brooke was actually telling Brandy that she was considering doing IVF. So I said, oh yeah, they must have kind of bonded, and in that way to be that comfortable to really share that stuff. So I was like, yeah, Brooke, because I was like, what is Brooke really doing? Like, what are we doing with her? But I'm seeing where she places, because I couldn't understand why she was back and what was her whole thing, because she's not really doing anything other than walk around looking beautiful now. She's doing that now. She's doing that. So I'm here for that. Okay, Shakespeare and Brandy. We had a whole nothing conversation, because that's what it was. It was a nothing conversation between Brandy and her little brother Shakespeare, and she basically just was saying that she's going to do this cookbook. We keep hearing about it, and then she kind of pushed forward that the cookbook was actually going to be done in honor of her dad. Shakespeare, we just needed to put him on the show. We just wanted to put him on the show. He cute. We're going to put him on the show. People will see you, and that's it. He served absolutely no purpose, and neither did that conversation. But it was like, okay, no problem. No big deal. There we go. We see Duffy, British, and Jackie all sit down together. Okay? And they're talking about the whole, the shower, the baby shower, or the gender reveal or whatever. And Jackie's like, oh, it was just the best. Oh, it was just the best. And, oh, I just love Rock. He really knows how to throw a party. This, that, and the other. Yeah, okay. And Duffy says, I don't know about all that, Jackie, because when I talked to Angel, she was upset. She's a little upset. She's a little embarrassed because she thought he was going to pop the question. And she's like, oh, yes. Oh, Jackie's, he gave her this diamond friendship ring and this, that, and the other. And they're like, oh, yeah, he gives her diamond rings all the time. And they're like, oh, yeah, But Duffy's like, well, no, I mean, she was upset. So I just don't know. but that's what's going on. She seems to be upset. I said, okay. Now, I knew then, I said, Jackie's still singing Rock's praises. I don't know why. But I said, okay, whatever. Because that whole friendship ring thing, that was embarrassing. That was much ado about absolutely nothing. That was embarrassing. Jen goes out with Jelani and his dog. China dog. I don't like bulldogs. They're not cute and cuddly to me. They're just there. But then they was really doing it up. His name is Ghost, the dog. And they were putting it on. They were exaggerating the dog's panting and his breathing like the dog had a damn mic on. I said, did they put a mic on the dog's collar? Because all during their scene, you could hear the dog panting. Because Jen said, does he need some water? I said, child, they clowning. And when she said that, because, his tongue was hanging out, she had a little cutesy dog. And I was laughing at her on this date. She liked Jelani, but she ain't like this dog. She was not here for that dog at all. And I was like, mm-hmm. And she ended up saying it. Like, she's like, I don't know about the dog. I don't know about the dog. I was like, yeah, right. I know. Slobber and carried on. Anyway, so when they were getting ready to leave each other, it was this real awkward moment. And he ended up giving her a peck, like right on the lips. And it was very awkward. It was very awkward to watch. And then she said in her confessional, you know what? She said, that turned me off. It turned me off. I like him, but that turned me off. I'm like, all right, Jennifer, I mean, come on now. Stop. I was like, all right. She wasn't ready to do all that. But, okay, whatever. But moving on. Then we got Rock, Angel, and Jackie. Jackie goes over there, meets Rock's 2 kids, because she didn't even realize he had kids. Because he said, oh, little Rock in your stomach, that's little Rock. Oh, this, that, the other. He's like, no, I already got one. Here's the 2 kids. He got a little boy, little girl. I said, oh, shut up, Jackie. And then Jackie went in there, baby, and told it all. Oh, yes, Duffy said that you was talking to her, and yeah, you said you was unhappy, honey, about the ring. Do you really want to be married, girl? This, that, did all of this right there with Rock sitting there. I was like, Jackie, are you serious right now? Are you freaking serious right now, Jackie? And that Rock, baby, he went straight into his bitch ass in this, honey. And Rock was like, see, this is what I'm talking about, you and your friends. Them friends, they ain't no friends. You need to stay away from them. They ain't right. They like to keep up mess. They like to keep up drama. And he was like, and as far as Duffy, she doesn't need to be keeping my name out of her mouth. She needs to stay here, leave us alone. Because see, if she want to get it going on, I can air her out. I can air her out today. And her man will leave her out of her relationship today. I was like, damn. You just couldn't hold on, could you? You couldn't hold on, could you? That twinkle of a bitch just slid right on out of your tight frame, honey, didn't it? I said, Lord have mercy. And Jackie was sitting there like, ooh. I said, yeah, that's what we was trying to tell you about him, honey. But you singing his praises, he ain't shit. He's crazy. But he was, baby, he was, child, acting worse than them. I said, oh, jeez, okay. Anyway, moving on. Jennifer and British went out, child, and that British, she funny. Nothing big going on. British told her, girl, you need to go ahead and screw Jelani. She told her about the awkward kiss. She's like, girl, okay, awkward kiss, that's fine. Girl, you need to screw him so you can see what he got going on, and don't waste all this time. Don't be waiting, talking about you had no 10 dates or none of that stupid stuff. You need to go ahead and screw him, girl. I said, okay. And Jennifer's like, oh, well, girl, I don't know. I guess she thought about it a little bit. Then she turned around. She had another conversation. Jen sat with Jackie, and Jackie said, sleep with him, too. Just use protection. So I think Jen's, like, ready now. Like, that's all she needs. She's like, okay, I'm going and get on top of him, honey. I said, well, okay. Hope the dog ain't there. Anyway, Duffy. Duffy invites Angel over her house, okay? And Angel comes over. Angel told her, she wanted to talk with her or whatever. She comes over to the house, and she tells her, what happened that Jackie had told her. Duffy gave her a very nice, sincere apology. She didn't try to really backpedal out of it. She told her, you know what, I was being a girl. I spoke too much. I probably spoke a bit out of turn, and I'm sorry. I really am sorry. I really wasn't trying to be malicious. I would do nothing to try to harm you, and you know that. But did I talk? Yes, I talked. I was wrong. I'm sorry. It was a very sincere apology. It really was. And then, but she was pissed off with Jackie. She was pissed off with Miss Jackie, baby. And she said, snitches get stitches, honey. I said, I said, so you threatening Jackie, Rock threatening you. Y'all got a mess going on, honey. But of course, Angel ain't said nothing, you know. She's like, you know, she did say it right there in front of Rock, and he was a little upset, you know. He was like questioning my friendships and stuff. She's like, oh no, please, no. You let him know, no. It's nothing like that. I apologize to you all. So that was that. Now let's go on over here to this dinner at Brandy's. Brandy she invited all the girls over because she wants to test out her foods on the girls, and she knows they'll be, you know, they'll be sincere and they'll be honest if the food is good or not. She invited everybody except for Nia, okay, because of the stuff that happened with Nia and Angel, and she invited Angel, so she didn't invite Nia. But Noria actually was invited. I was like, that was messy. That was, I mean, they are sisters. Yeah, whatever. Noria came in, and immediately she delivered an apology to Angel from Nia. And Angel kind of took it and kind of didn't. She said, I don't really need an apology. I don't really want an apology. I just want to be respected. So that was kind of like I hear your apology, but I ain't, you know, whatever. I ain't really got you to do. That's kind of what it gave me. So I was like, all right. So Jackie came, and then Jackie brought a friend with her. I said, who said that there was any plus ones? Jackie Christie got a way of always doing too much, but she brings this Mecca chick that we don't even see no more, but she's somewhere floating around. The girls really liked the food and everything like that, but right before she got ready to serve it, Duffy had kind of, it was told, you know, to Jackie, like, what, like, what was that all about? What happened with the Angel thing? And she's like, I didn't, you know, I wasn't being nasty or nothing, Jackie. Like, you got some mess started here, and I just don't understand what's going on. And Jackie done got attitude, so she wants to approach it with the whole group. And Brandy stopped her. They did the food first. The girls liked it. They really did like their food, and they told her it's great. Go ahead. There's even throwing out little names for her and stuff. And said, she said, I wrote down that it was very good to see her smile, because she's always so angry. She's always angry, or she's always sad. So this is like one time she's a very pretty girl. You get to see a scene where she was actually happy about something and actually smiling, and she looked so pretty. I was like, it doesn't happen often. I wrote it in my notes. It's like, she looks so pretty to see her family smiling about something and not angry, because Malaysia ain't there, child. So that was that. Okay, so they go ahead and Jackie starts. Well, of course, Jackie's real defensive. So Jackie's hollering now at Angel, hollering at Duffy, because she's all defensive. And Jackie's like, well, Angel's like, I don't understand why y'all are even discussing me and my man and my relationship. I don't discuss any of y'all's men or anything like that. So it was really getting on to something, you know. And then they basically had gotten it back together, and Brandy was playing peacemaker, and they were like, okay, girls, you know, come on. There's love within the group, this, that, and the other. They had got it calmed down, and just when it was calming down is when Jen said, well, wait, let me say this. Jackie didn't mean no harm, because when Jackie told me, and everybody, look, when Jackie told you, oh, so you was just really running around, and you was really chit-chatting about everything with everybody, and it just started all up again. I said, Lord have mercy. And it inflated real quickly. Angel got up and ended up leaving. Angel left. Brandy went out in the hall, and her and Duffy were trying to get her calmed down. They put her into a car. She had to start crying, and it just ended up being a mess. Put her in the car. So they get her whisked away. They come back in. Jackie then continues, because now Jackie done started all this shit. Now Jackie got to do something, right, to get people back on her side. Jackie goes and starts talking about Rock and all the things that Rock said and the threats that he made about Duffy. I said, well, I'll be damned. That Jackie got, and the girls were all looking like, what? Why is he, wait a minute. I said, oh, you knew exactly what you was doing, Jackie. That was so shady. So shady. So shady. And Duffy was like, I am not arguing with no man. I'm not arguing with nobody's man. I'm not doing it. So naturally she got put on the defense. And you know what that means when she say, I'm not arguing with nobody's man. Of course she's going to involve her man, Jackie. Look at what you, for real? All of this because you running your damn mouth and running around and on the phone. What you do, doing what you usually do. Why that all the OGs ain't around and they don't be being bothered with you. You don't see no Evelyn. You don't see no Shawnee. You don't see nobody. Tammy gone. Nobody fools with Jackie. She over here filming with y'all because everybody else don't want to be bothered because she starts shit. But Jackie definitely was the nucleus of that situation, and she definitely picked it all up and threw it right into Rock's lap. But Rock, you the one that made the threat. I don't know why you felt the need to be going that way. Well, yeah, I do, because that's just you. You was doing too much from the door with Duffy. You was doing too much. Anyway, so whatever. You thought Miss Jackie was nice. Miss Jackie ain't nice. Miss Jackie threw all the shit in your lap. Now it's time for you to deal with it. Anyway, basketball wives, baby. This is what it is. This is what it always is. Jackie and her meddlesome butt. Didn't British just tell her in the last episode, stay out of people's affairs? Sure did. I'll talk to y'all next week.